David Baszucki has one day left before Roblox is a dumpster fire. From the man that actually caused Roblox to be a dumpster fire, to what will happen when the day is up, to way more that you'll want to see. But before that, my friend is so close to beating me in subscribers, Froggy is base, so subscribe now to not let him. So before I talk about who's actually making Roblox turn into a dumpster fire, I first want to talk about what will happen by the end of the day. Because exactly a day from now, the dynamic update will be going active, which would actually do a lot of things on Roblox that you wouldn't expect. So as everyone can assume, all the classic faces will be gone within the next day, and they will be replaced by dynamic faces that no one likes. And I've talked about this update so much that I'm surprised that they're even going through with it because it is such a terrible update. And I'm actually so surprised that they're actually going through with this update because literally no one wanted this, and this is the reason why people were cursing David Baszucki, that I have also covered extensively on this channel. But with the update, there isn't even really a good reason why they added this update, except that they wanted to, which everyone thought was a stupid reason, and the faces don't even look good either. Like, come on, this one looks like it was drawn by a 2-year-old. And there are many examples why this is just a terrible update, like how people lost thousands of dollars because these faces are worth hundreds of thousands of Robux, which are thousands of dollars in real world money. And people that bought these faces are basically screwed because in their terms of service, they're allowed to change anything that they sell without the permission of the people that bought it. So that's just stupid. But anyways, there's a lot of things changing other than the faces tomorrow that you wouldn't expect. Like when the update was announced, people were cursing David Baszucki on Twitter with these demonic looking posts, with most of them saying stuff with gibberish, but a lot of them saying things in other languages, and them just threatening David Baszucki with random dates directly after the update was released. And if you don't know what I meant by random dates, those are his death date that they supposedly thought would kill him, which he is still alive after that, so it didn't work, which is very good. And not to mention that there was actually someone that went to David Baszucki's house and took a picture outside his window. Yeah, they were going wild over cursing David Baszucki over an update. Sure, the update was one that no one liked, but still, no one should show up at someone's house. I've made that point before. So I'm actually really scared for David Baszucki after the update drops, because everything that has happened in the past couple of weeks, the cursing, the people going to David Baszucki's house, and all of that happened because of the announcement of the update. Now, people are gonna go absolutely batshit crazy when the actual update comes out because they did all that before the update came out. So yeah, I'm gonna be scared for David Baszucki. Tell me in the comments if you are. Now, even though I've been focusing on the non-reasonable side of the community, there has been a very reasonable side of the community that has done something very reasonable. Because instead of threatening David Baszucki or cursing David Baszucki, they started a petition to get David Baszucki fired as CEO. And to say that the petition went viral is an understatement. It got 150,000 votes. Now, most of the people that signed this petition are only mad because there was on the platform, not because of the update, but still a good portion of the people that signed this petition wanted David Baszucki to be fired from being CEO because of the update that's about to happen in one day. But this does clearly show that the community is fed up with David Baszucki and all the updates and all of the things that he's done within the past couple of months. Which makes sense because the amount of videos me and my friend Froggy is Based have made on David Baszucki is in the 30s now, and I didn't even know David Baszucki was the CEO of Roblox until this year. So that should probably show you how mad people have been about David Baszucki for me to notice. But for 250,000 people to vote on something, you must have been very bad at your job, David Baszucki. And even though I didn't sign that petition, I do believe that is a very responsible thing that people did as a community. I think if people did that more things would happen with Roblox. Comment down below if you agree with me. And also, that petition is not only a hope for Roblox, but it's also a hope for their community, because people are batshit crazy on there. Because people were actually doing illegal things to David Baszucki, like threatening his life. So I'm glad the community actually took a turn for the better and made a petition so then people aren't threatening David Baszucki, because threatening David Baszucki isn't going to solve any problems. And if you lived in the UK, it would actually get you arrested, so fun fact for you. But now getting into the person that actually made Roblox into a dumpster fire, because even though the whole community has been blaming David Baszucki over bad updates and just overall bad things that happen with Roblox, instead of it being David Baszucki, the one that has actually done all these updates, it might have actually been another person that works with David Baszucki, Matt Kaufman, which clearly you guys are starting to agree with considering this community post that I posted a couple of days ago, Who Ruined Roblox, where 1.1 thousand of you agreed that it was Matt Kaufman. That means that portion of people will agree with what I'm about to say. So as everyone knows, David Baszucki is the CEO of Roblox, but he does not make all of the decisions for Roblox. He doesn't even make the final decisions for some things, he's just there sometimes. So now that I preference that, the reason why it's Matt Kaufman's fault for all of the bad things that have been happening on Roblox recently, because Matt Kaufman is the chief safety officer of Roblox for the entire platform. So that means the update that David Baszucki got got the most slack for, the age verification update was Matt Kaufman's fault because that's a part of the safety sector on Roblox. So now that you know this important information, I want everyone to go in the comments and say sorry to David Baszucki. Because David Baszucki is not in the wrong here, so sorry David Baszucki, I'm sorry that I made this many videos on you and this much money off you. But to talk about Matt Kaufman again, there are recent rumors that Matt Kaufman had control over other updates, but that is not completely true or completely confirmed either. And the reason why I mentioned that is because people are also blaming Matt Kaufman for this dynamic face update, which again isn't completely confirmed that he has control over any other updates. And how people came to that conclusion is that it is way easier to monitor AI-driven dynamic faces than the old faces that used to be on Roblox, which is the safety sector of Roblox, which would be Matt Kaufman. But that is so many hoops to jump through. Maybe I'm wrong, but that doesn't seem accurate in the slightest. So that means there has been a big chance that David Baszucki is completely innocent. So again, David Baszucki, I'm sorry, but if you guys like this video, watch this video right here. It did extremely bad, so watch this video.